From time to time here on All In with Brian Weatherford, we are honored to actually have a guest who returns to the show. And that's a big deal because that means a couple of things. One, it means that we thought that was a pretty cool story, but we didn't get all of it. We want to tell some more. But most importantly, they had a really good time and feel that their story, maybe it didn't all get out there, or maybe things have changed, or maybe they progressed since they got here last time, and they want to share that with us as well. But whatever it is, we are so honored to have Amber Boyd back with us today, this time right here in studio on All In. Her company, Core One Real Estate. Amber, welcome to the studio. How are you?
Doing amazing. Thank you guys so much for having me back.
Well, you Zoomed in here last time, didn't you?
Yes, I did. And I did the same on the way here today, but no tickets, but I might have went 90 miles an hour.
Oh, well, we don't need to know that. It's all good. And
Okay.
please take your time going home.
Okay.
We want you to be safe. So just to rehash here just a little bit, you've been in the real estate business with your own company now for 5 years. You're like a child prodigy
Yes, sir.
at what you do.
Yes, sir.
So you do a lot in the real estate deal, but one specific thing that you do with regards to apartments is something I'd never heard about till you came on board last time. So please remind me, and most importantly everyone else, exactly what you do with your company.
Awesome. Well, we do a lot with apartments, as you said. A lot of agents aren't really familiar with it, so it's a niche that we have that really is beneficial to the consumers, and we help people locate apartments, whether they're looking to rent, where they might have an eviction or a broken lease. And sometimes they have a lot of issues with trying to get their own place, and they spend a lot of time and money on application fees and getting declined. So we're just there to be a kind of a mentor and to help get them between where they're at and where they're wanting to go, and just help them find places and save a lot of time and money. And the service is free to them, so it doesn't cost them a dime to have that expertise that we've accumulated over the last few years.
So am I wrong, Amber? Am I just the guy that had never heard of this before, or is it a really very unique thing that you've been able to fashion for yourself?
It absolutely is a golden little nugget that not a lot of people or agents know about, so it's just been a great blessing to have that as a career, because I mean it's something that there's not a ton of competition with, and even if there are, we've been doing it so long and take such good care of our clients that we have a ton of repeat business year after year. I have some that have come back to me after almost 10 years and they're like, you've helped me find 5 places, I'm ready to go again. So it's been definitely a great experience to have this career that I've been able to do and grow every year with that.
Well, when you say do and grow every year, you started here in the East Texas area. You're just east of Dallas. Where are you exactly?
We're out in the little town of Farmersville, Texas. We're the Fighting Farmers.
Go Farmers!
Go Farmers! Shout out. And so I'm out in the country a little bit, but we cover the entire DFW Metroplex. And because we have a database that we use to find apartments, we don't have to physically be in the area that person is looking for.
Okay.
So we can find out literally everything they need, and then we can customize a search, contact them to verify availability, whatever they need. We can be that advocate for them, and it's just been a lot of fun, and it definitely saves people a lot of time for sure.
So you kind of have to work both sides of it. I mean, you need to get the people who own the apartment complexes to know what you have to offer so you can learn about them, but then you need to let the consumers know that, hey, we can be, as you use, advocate, great word by the way, we can be your advocate to help you find your next apartment home. So you've got a lot of stuff to balance there. It can't be just you with the company.
No, it's a very supple business. It's very
like
great,
that.
very great. So, I mean, I'm the owner and the broker of Core One Real Estate, and we have, we're growing as far as our agent count, so we kind of divide and conquer across the whole state of Texas. A little side note, whenever I came onto the Zoom meeting with you guys, I had 16 agents, and at that time I'm jumping at the excitement of having 16, and I'm like, this is amazing, we're doing great things. And then in this, since April, I think it was the 28th, we have over doubled the size of our company, and almost we're 7 agents away from tripling, and we've covered Houston, Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas. So it's been an amazing experience to be able to share that with all of these agents across the state of Texas. I even have one named Miss Brenda who is in McAllen, Texas, which is on the very bottom of Texas, at the very bottom. So I'm so excited to see that I can impact people's lives that are 8 hours from me or almost in Mexico, and I can still do that here in Dallas. So it's been a lot of fun just being able to do that with those people.
You're impacting lives on so many levels. I mean, you're impacting your agents' lives as far as professionals, people making a living, but you're impacting everyday people's lives as far as helping them through yourself, through your company, to establish their homes, get a new home.
Yes, absolutely.
If you will. So that's awesome. And you've done all this during this whole COVID thing.
Yes.
You know, a lot of businesses haven't been increasing during COVID. What impact has that had on your business?
Well, I find that people, since they can't get out as much, they're really relying on the people that have the expertise in the things that they need. So they're really kind of chasing the doors down, breaking the doors down, coming to find us because a lot of the places are closed. So if they don't know if they're open yet because of COVID, they're like, well, where do I go? So we're able to call the places, see which ones are open, see if they offer virtual tours, what kind of specials they have, and just do all the legwork for them, and then they can know exactly where to go and apply versus having to just go on a wild goose chase and try to find places that they don't even know or if they're even open. So that's we've been able to really help a lot of people even with this virus, and that's really, I think, actually grown the business because people need help with this. And
absolutely.
So it's just been...
We all need help, and technology is such a big part of it. I mean, the consumers use technology to find you, but you also help your agents with the company. What type of technological support do you give to your agents or help them to do their jobs?
Absolutely. One of the things that we started doing is we have a department in our company that actually helps with the advertising. So instead of the agent coming on board and then them having to kind of recreate the wheel, figure out how they're going to advertise to get their leads, we're able to get those things started out the gate. So people are getting calls like almost the same day or in the next day, starting to get leads for people that need help. And so we've been able to get them out the door, whether it be with advertising, with getting websites, and just follow-ups, whatever the case might be. We're able to help them put a system in play and kind of give them a checklist of every single thing that I've done to be successful, and they can literally duplicate every step of the way, and they're able to be successful with that versus having to really figure out what works and what doesn't work. We kind of have a proven system, and we're like, if you want to be successful, here it is. It's your responsibility to be tenacious and duplicate it. But it's just been a great way to really share what I've done, and seeing everybody else duplicate it and be successful really makes me happy because I know that I must be doing something right if they're also able to just plug and play and duplicate it just like that. So it's been a big change for the brokerage, and the support to the agents is something that's really important to me, so I enjoy getting to mentor them and just help them in whatever way they're needing help with. So,
well, as you continue to grow and grow, do you ever think you're going to, I mean, there's still a lot of room left in Texas. Do you think you'll ever slide over to Louisiana or to Colorado or bordering states and whatnot?
I could. I know that I have a really Arkansas is something that's really special to me. We actually just went to Hot Springs for a day trip on Sunday, and that was a lot of fun. And so I think that as I get agents that maybe want to grow into those areas, I would love to expand. I mean, the sky's the limit, like you said, so no reason to stop. But just Texas, wherever God leads us, I'll definitely continue just to obey and see what happens.
I just love everything about your business, Amber. I mean, it's just you're so sincere in the way you talk about it, and it's because you're a sincere person, and you're just a good person for starters. But that trickles down to the agents that you work with, which trickles down to the customers they work with. I mean, we always talk here on the show about how the best small businesses treat their staff the way they want their staff to treat their customers. And in your case, you take care of your agents the way that you want your agents to take care of the clients. And it all just works to the point that you continue to grow. People continue to copy what you're doing to try to do it themselves. And the age-old expression, I mean, that's the most sincerest form of flattery.
That's exactly right. That's true. It's definitely, I think my big, hairy, audacious goal, like I like to call it, is having 25 agents in each of the markets. So that way I can have, instead of trying to grow one company here in Dallas to 100 agents, I thought I could grow 25 here and then just duplicate that small group in each of those areas, and then have you could have 100 agents and cover the entire state of Texas. So that's what I'm working toward. First I thought, 30 at the age of 30, and I accomplished that. Now I'm like, well, there's definitely more out there. So then that's why I'm continuing to grow, is because I have goals, and when I hit those, I just continue to see what else is next. And so that's why I'm just continuing to grow, and I know people are like, are you ever going to stop? But I don't think so. I think I'm just going to
you are so
keep
wise.
going.
You're so wise beyond your years, and it's just so impressive. We're really blessed to have had you here on the show, not once but twice now. And I think, by golly, when we get done with this one, I'm going down the hall to make sure they get you back in here again.
Thank you.
That because means a lot. The way you continue to grow and the way you continue to serve people, the way you be honest, the way you serve the Lord with your skills to take care of people, it's all very impressive. That's Amber Boyd, everybody, our buddy, Core One Real Estate. By God, she's growing up right here before our very eyes. And she's there, she and her whole team are there to help you as well. Or maybe you're looking for a job too. Check her out. Take care. Amber, thank you very much.
You.
See you soon.